8:14 a.m. This is Regina Nunnally, better known as the Preacher Kid Sensation, PK Sensation for short if you follow me on Instagram. I am the mental wealth builder because I deposit value in the minds of others because I'm allergic to ignorance. And I'm the creator of See the World Through My Eyes, LLC, where I endeavor to help you and anyone who listens to reframe the perspective of their life, because a renewed mind creates a renewed lifestyle. So today I'm coming on and to talk about the origin story. And for whatever reason, I had a hard time trying to download the paperwork and the workbook sheets, and I'm at my job, so I guess because of my I don't know, all the technicalities of whatever, I couldn't get it to download, so I wasn't able to do it. And yesterday was rather, it was a lot going on yesterday, so I just needed to veg out. But I was able to see number 2, which was very good, day 2, and that's the replay. But I'm going to just talk about my origin story. Listening to the radio, guys, going to work. But anyway, I can think of a moment where my pain became my motivation. So I was deeply in love with a young man, and he was 10 years younger than me. So I guess I'm a cougar. And so anyway, but it wasn't a puppy love kind of thing, because I'm too old for all that nonsense. Really. And so, but we were really close friends and had a situationship. Write that down. Situationship. It wasn't a relationship. It was a situationship. We were friends, and stuff happened. Anyway, which doesn't guarantee you anything. So listen, people, listen. But anywho, he sent me a text, and I was at work, to let me know that he was getting married, but not to me. Text message, and that threw me for a loop. Obviously that threw me for a loop, guys, and that messed me up pretty good. And I didn't realize how deep the pain was. I really didn't think, because I'm like, I'm a professional, I'm a criminal defense attorney as well. I practiced 18 years as a trial lawyer. I'm an educated black woman, and I'm so strong, and I'm logical. But boy, when that thing hit me, logic went out the window, and I had to realize I'm human. I feel pain. And it doesn't matter how educated you are, you still human, and you gonna feel pain. And so I felt a pain that I never felt before. It really went hard. I cried every day. And I mean every day. On my way to work, I was crying. And when I got to my job, I was crying. I'm usually good at locking down, in complete control of my circumstances. Don't let it spill over. This one right here, boy, it spilled over into every part of my life. Really, truly, part of my life. And it was excruciating. You're put in a place that you don't want to be. You've been transported into a circumstance that you didn't sign up for. And you thinking, what the heaven? So anyway, I was destroyed. Emotionally destroyed. My heart was crushed. And then having to go to church and see that man with his wife, with the ready-made family. Child, please. Man, that was a rough one, tell you guys. And so, finally I got the death knell on my birthday. Got a phone call for my birthday, on my birthday, that the new wife was pregnant. And I said, no, I can't do this. I can't, no, I've had enough. So from July to November, I dealt with that, and I said, I can't do it. Emotionally, I can't take it. So I got up out of there. So I left my church where my dad had pastor, where I grew up in. My family was still down there. I was involved in ministry. I was teaching. I was singing. I was preaching. You know, I was over the youth ministry. I was a youth pastor, whatever you want to call it. I was a leader. I was, you know, leading these young people, everything. I left all that behind. And I come from a family of duty, okay? Where you have a duty and obligation, that overrides everything else. But when that happened to me, ladies and gentlemen, and I mean, when I got my heart broken like that, duty was gone. Duty had to go. Duty was done. So bottom line here is this. I was in a situation where I was highly bitter and upset, and I was pissed off to all above passivity. And I'm sitting up here wallowing. Left my church. What? So now I'm thinking, well, what do I do now? What's my purpose now? You know, what do I do with my hands? What do I do with the love I can't use no more? Has anybody been there? Do you know what I'm talking about? If you don't keep living. What do I do with something I can't use anymore? And so I ain't gonna lie, that thing turned to hate. And you know, I had to go through the emotions. You know, what's real was my emotions. Now, of course, my reaction. I can't control what somebody chooses to do. So, but I was in a mess where I was like trying to figure out what happened. Well, and it was a lot of things happening. So around that time, I would say around that time, my mentor, who was a judge at the time, he decided to retire, which meant now there was a vacancy, judicial vacancy. So I'm sitting up having a pity party. I'm having all these issues. I'm going through it. And I'm telling y'all, it was rough. I wouldn't wish this on nobody. Okay? But let me tell you. So when I heard that he was retiring, you know, I always wanted to do the judge thing and all, and it was in the back of my head and stuff. But I never really moved on it because I was comfortable. I was comfortable in some mindset. I was comfortable. But when I heard he had vacated, and I was sitting up there, I heard his voice said, "Regina, apply." And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. I did it. And I was angry when I did it. I was pissed when I did it. I was sitting there like mad as all get out, thinking, my God, this man didn't put me out. He didn't want me. Well, I'm going to show him. I'm going to apply for this judgeship. So I put my name in, did the application, went through the interview. And the process here in Florida, you can become a judge two ways. You be elected or you're appointed, right? Appointed by the governor. So this was an appointment. So I had to go through the interview. And mind you, y'all, I was still dealing with this as this aftermath. But I had to put all that aside, go in for the interview. I mean, you could go on the internet and look it up too if you want to. Google my name, you'll say judicial interview. You'll see a few of them. And boy, I'm telling you, when I got done, I didn't know what to expect. When I got back to the office, I got a phone call telling me that I was on the list. Darn right. I applied for a judicial vacancy, people, in the middle of my emotional storm. And I got on the list. Now, when I say the list, they call it the short list. You have a long list of people who apply, and they put a short list together of people, and I became a judicial candidate because I applied. Well, short story long, I didn't get it. I went to the governor's office and interviewed and interviewed with his legal team. It was cold, January 2014. Oh my God. It was cold, y'all. It was freezing. The water was freezing in the fountain. Anyway, bottom line is I was it brought me some joy in the middle of my anguish. And here's the side B to it. When I told my mama what I did and what happened, she went to the church and told the pastor, and the pastor announced it in the church. Now, even though I didn't get it, I believe that when I left, people were concerned about my welfare. They was concerned about my emotional state. They was concerned about, oh no, what's going on, Regina? We miss her and everything. We hope she's doing all right. But when the pastor got in the pulpit and said, oh, Regina going to Tallahassee to interview for a judicial vacancy, that switched the gears on them. And so, because of that, this is what I learned. I learned that no matter how dark your nest is, use it as a motivation for success. I'm going to say it one more time. I don't care how dark your nest is, use that as your motivation to success. Don't use that as your motivation to want to throw in the towel and give up. Now, I had to walk away from a circumstance, but that didn't mean I gave up. That circumstance put me on a journey. Sorry, I'm driving. That put me on a journey that I did not want to be on. But that journey and that experience taught me that, Regina, do it in pain. Do it when you're afraid. Just do it. If you don't make a move, if you don't put your name in, if you don't put yourself out there, you're going to be stuck like Chuck where you are. Listen to me, I'm telling you now. And because of me making that move to apply for that caused me to apply all the time. And then I started making moves, doing all this other stuff. And 8 years later, I am now not a 1, not a 2, but a 3-time author. I am an entrepreneur. I'm also a motivational speaker, and I'm on here talking to you because I decided to make a move in my pain. Remember, no matter how dark your nest is, use that as your motivation for success. I am Regina Nunley, better known as the Preacher Kid Sensation, PK Sensation for short if you follow me on Instagram. I am the mental wealth builder. I've been through some things, and that's why I bring value to the marketplace to help you to see the world through a new perspective, because a renewed mind creates a renewed lifestyle. I hope you're encouraged today. Take care. Bye-bye.